All right, this video is old, but I want you to watch this. Listen to Mike Wallace and Louis Farrakhan. Let's see how Louis Farrakhan got fired up.
You go to Nigeria, which is, if not the most corrupt nation in Africa, and it could be the most corrupt nation in the world, Minister Farrakhan.
Now, Mr. Wallace.
It is the most corrupt nation that I have ever covered. I've been there 25 years ago, and I've been there as recently as last year.
Fine. So what? 35 years old. That's what that nation is. Now, here's America, 226 years old. You love democracy, but there in Africa, you're trying to force these people into a system of government that you just have accepted 30 years ago. Black folk got the right to vote.
Now, do you see how they paint Africa all the time? Do you see that? You know, it's easier to make someone look bad than to speak the truth. It's easier for people to lie than to tell the truth. Let me just put it that way, plain and simple. You know, you're telling me that you impose a system on somebody. The person didn't want it. First of all, if you think that imposing system or forcing someone to assimilate was that easy, or if you say was that good, then why do we have a Boston Tea Party? You know, when they told the U.S. To pay taxes, why do you think we had that fight?
You're not in any moral position to tell anybody how corrupt they are. You should be quiet and let those of us who know our people go there and help them get out of that condition. But America should keep her mouth shut wherever there's a corrupt regime, as much hell as America has raised on the earth. No, I will not allow America or you, Mr. Wallace, to condemn them as the most corrupt nation on earth when you have spilled the blood of human beings. Has Nigeria dropped an atomic bomb and killed people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Have they killed off millions of Native Americans? How dare you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet, because with that much blood on America's hands, you have no right to speak. I will speak because I don't have that blood on my hand. Yes, there's corruption there. Yes, there's mismanagement of resources. Yes, there is abuse. There's abuse in every nation on earth, including this one. So let's not play holy to moralize on them. Let's help them.
I'm not moralizing. I'm asking a question, and I got an answer.
Why would you put it as the most corrupt regime in the world? That doesn't make sense.
Can you think of one more corrupt?
Yeah, I'm living in one. I'm living in one. Yes, you've done a hell of a thing on this earth, so you should not be the one to talk. You should be quiet when it comes to moral condemnation.
They lied to us to make us believe we were mistakes of creation. They called us savages. Tell me, how am I savage when you were the one who left your own land to conquer mine? How am I poor when over $120 trillion worth of my minerals are taken from my soil each year? How am I worthless when nearly every major invention traces back to my hands, my mind, my wisdom? How can you claim to civilize me when I am the very definition of civilization? How am I the devil when the angel's hands are stained with more than 900 million souls? How am I red dust and clay when I am the lungs of the world, the sustenance of nations? How am I lazy when I labored to build your cities, your roads, your empires, unpaid, unpraised, my back bearing the marks of whips and neglect? Mistake of creation? No, I am the center. Fashion, rhythm, language, the beat that moves the world, forgiveness itself, springs from my being. These are not questions with simple answers. They shake the foundation of every lie. We were made in His image. There are moments when the universe itself pauses. Stars hold their breath. Gravity shivers. silence breaks its vow. This is one of those moments the sky has watched, the soil has listened, the cries of black and brown folk have echoed for centuries, buried, distorted, rewritten, but never erased. From beyond light, beyond reason, beyond the memory imposed on us, something stirs. Not a myth, not a distant robed deity. This is the source. The first breath, the architect before form, the flame that flickered before names had meaning. This voice does not come to soothe. It does not whisper comfort. It severs the veil. It calls, wake up, wake up, wake up. Awaken the sleeping giant. Not with pleas, but with the truth we already carry. Remember who forged the first cities, who birthed the first laws of trade, who sang the first songs to a sleeping world. Remember that our hands tilled the earth that fed empires, our minds calibrated the stars, our blood paid the toll for someone else's fortune. Rise, then, and stand in the full weight of your ancestry. Speak the names they erased. Reclaim the wealth taken from our soil and the history stolen from our mouths. Build with the stubborn genius that refused to be broken. Teach with the fierce clarity of those who know they inherit greatness. This is not a prayer for permission. This is a decree. Wake up, wake up, wake up. The time to unveil the truth is now.